What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video, and guys, I'm super excited about this one. My first tutorial in 2 months. It felt so good to get my hands back on some clippers and bring you guys some tutorials. So anyways, guys, I got lots of updates. You guys know I've been working. I got a new intro, a new outro, a new overlay, and I want you guys to head over to the website, Seancutshair.com. I just dropped super limited t-shirts, and I also have die-cut decals with the clipper logos. You guys head over there, check it out, snag a t-shirt before they sell out, and we'll get right into this intro. I can't wait to see what you guys think. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of all this new stuff I've been working on. Appreciate you guys so much, but let's get right to it. Alright guys, let's kick this one off. We're going to go in and section out the top of his hair. You guys can see he hasn't had a haircut in 2 months. I'm stoked to be back to cutting. He's stoked to be getting a haircut. We're going to section the top out of the way. That way we can deal with the sides and we'll deal with the top later. We're going in right now with a number 6 on my Babyliss Gold FX. We're going to clean up the sides with a 6. And then we will go in with a 4 guard underneath that. Alright, so we're going to do like a mid taper. We'll go in with our Slimline Pro and we're going to set our bald guideline. So I'm going to punch that in and then I'll come in underneath that and scoop that hair off. We'll go ahead and bald that out so that we can come in with our shaver underneath and get it all the way down to skin. Alright, so we'll come in with our Wall Senior. This is the beast mode clipper that I built, guys. The first time I've cut with it. We're going to come in with it all the way open, go up about a ½ inch, and then we'll start to work that line out. We're going to use our slim lines to take the bald line out since that's what we put it in with, and then we'll go immediately to our clipper closed, and then work our way open to get the rest of that section to blend. You can see that blended pretty easy, so we'll move on to our open 1 guard on the walls. We'll take that up another ½ inch and then we'll come back and attack that guideline underneath. Alright, so now we have the clipper closed. We're going to start to work that line out. It's not going to come all the way out, so we're going to have to switch to our ½ guard in a minute, but we will lighten that up with the 1 guard closed and then come in and finish it off with the ½ guard. And there's our ½ guard, so we'll come in and anything that we have left that we can see, we will touch up with the ½ guard. Sometimes you might have to take the ½ guard off, go with the open clipper again, which I believe we will do, just to get that blend all the way smooth. Alright, now we're going to move on to our number 2. This is a 2 closed. We did a 4 to begin with, so we'll take that 2 and try to blend into that 4. That will leave a line between our 2 guard and our 1 guard. What the 2 guard doesn't get, we'll come back with our 1½ and take the rest of that line out. And that guard might not get the line all the way out, so we may have to go back to our 1 open and get the rest of that line worked all the way out. You guys can see there's a little bit of a hint of a line up into that weight. So we're going to take a 3 guard. We know there's a 4 above that. We're going to take our 3 and hopefully that'll clean up the rest of that bulk. Now we're just going to do some polish work, guys. Like I said, we're going to come back with that 1 and work out any dark spots that we see. And you guys know my guy JT likes to rock a pretty weighted haircut. So we're going to go in with some shear over comb and clean that weight up, but he likes to rock it weighted and messy, so we're pretty much going to leave that alone. We'll go in and give them a lineup around the ear with our Skeleton FX. Guys, these are hidden. I did my maintenance video a little while back. Keep in mind, I haven't used any of these tools in 2 months. I haven't cut hair in 2 months. So these things were super smacking from where I had zero gapped them. We got some pretty sharp lines with them, so. Go in with a little bit of shear over comb just to lighten that up. Any dark spots we see, we're going to touch them up. His hair been laying funny from being so long, so this is actually a difficult haircut, but we're going to get it done. We're going to time lapse this side, guys. Same thing as before. Tell you guys real quick, felt so good today to get back to cut some hair. I can't wait to bring you guys some valuable content. I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit rusty. I hadn't cut for 2 whole months. My tools have just been sitting. So it took me a little bit to get back in the routine. You guys will see on the neck taper, it takes me quite a while. He does have a tricky neck, but we got it done, and I think we end up with a dope finished product. So I can't wait to get back in the shop, get some more heads cut, and really get to work. That way I can bring you guys some really good in-depth content. I know you guys are sick of just hearing me talk and looking at my face, so I know you guys are ready to learn some haircuts. So can't wait to get to it. It's been way too long. Felt super good to get back in the shop and get my hands on some clippers. So you guys can see this side coming together. I love this clipper, guys. A lot of you guys asked, and I did the build on the Beast Mode clipper. Of course, I hadn't used it yet, so far so good. I actually zero gapped it. It's a little bit closer than my seniors were before, so a little bit of an adjustment, but actually digging them quite a bit today. I can't wait to cut some more hair with them, and I'll let you guys know. All right, we'll go in and tack this back taper. We're gonna clear the bulk out just like before. Take a 6 up into the weight, then a 4 underneath it. We're gonna go in and set our ball guideline with our slimlines and work our way up. Of course, go in with our shaver underneath after we balled it all out, get it all the way down to skin, and then we'll start to work our sections up from there. And you guys are gonna see I'm gonna do it a little bit different than I normally do. You guys haven't seen a tutorial from me for a while, but usually I work my steps straight from the bottom to the top. You guys can see how much hair he has on his neck. As I'm going in with my open section, I can just see that there's so much hair to deal with. So I'm gonna do my open section, and then I'm gonna immediately come in with the 2 guard and get all this bulk out of the way so that I can be a little more precise as I cut the taper. We're gonna go in with our open section, then you guys will see we're gonna do a 2. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put my 1 guard section in as well. So some barbers cut like this. They like to put all their sections in and then blend those out. If you guys watch me, you know I usually just go from bottom to top. But you guys can see why I'm doing that. We're getting some of that bulk out of the way, and it's just gonna make it easier for us to deal with as we do this taper. So we did our open section. Now I'm doing my 1 section. That's a 1 open, and then we'll start to work those steps out. Of course, going with the slimline at the bottom, we punched it in with the slimline, so we're going to start to scoop it out with the slimline. Then we'll come in with the clipper closed, and if there's anything left between those guidelines, we'll open the clipper halfway and work the rest of those dark spots out. You guys can see I'm using the clipper on an angle, not straight across. He has a lot of swirls on his neck, so I'm going to use the corner of the clipper and just try to get in there and get the dark spots. We don't want to cause too much damage by using the clipper all the way across. There's times we can do that and there's times we don't. So we did the open 1 section already. Now I have it closed up and I'm going to attack that line. I'm going to go about halfway into that section, work my way up, and I know that it's going to leave a line in between the open section and the 1, and that's what my half guard is going to do. So we'll pull that out next and we'll clean the rest of that line up. And you guys keep in mind, everything above the line you guys can see, we just did with a 2 guard. So we will come in with a 1.5 to take that out. You guys can see right now, I'm just touching up with my open clipper any dark spots that I see from what we've done so far. So after this, we will grab our 1.5, attack that last line, and we'll be done with the taper. see that's coming together nice and blurry. And you guys know sometimes when we put our guideline in, for example, when we use the open one, if that put the guideline in just a little bit too harsh, then the 1.5 is not going to take it out. So you see we got the one guard back on, and we're going to go after any dark spots that we have left before we move on. We'll go in, do some finishing touches with some shear over comb, and move on to the top. So on top, we're going to saturate the hair. I'm just going to do a decent point cut. He hasn't had a haircut in 2 months. So you guys can see as I pull this hair up, it's going to show us where it's thin on the ends. And so I'm just going to kind of look at where that is and go in and make a nice point cut. We're going to add some texture while we do it and take some length off at the same time. So you guys can see, we'll leave about 1 inch of hair sticking out, and we do a deep point cut up into that 1 inch of hair. And we just follow our guideline around the head. I'm going to stay away from the fringe. If you guys have seen him on my channel before, he has a little bit of a recession issue, so I like to leave the front, and we will handle that at the end after we cut the rest of the top. We'll give him an edge up in the front, and then I'll go in and take care of that middle section that's so much thicker than the rest. And guys, I was super anxious as I did this point cut. 2 months without cutting hair. I was worried about, obviously I didn't forget how to cut hair, but that rhythm that you have is obviously gone. So I was like, all right, here we go. We're going to do this point cut. Let's hope I don't chunk my finger. I haven't done it in a while. And fortunately, guys, I did just fine. You guys can see the cut's going to turn out nice. The texture that we're putting in is nice. So you guys will get it. If you haven't gone back yet, good luck getting back. I know I'm super excited to get back. I love cutting hair and I love making videos for you guys. And it's been pretty tough not having that. So you guys know I've done lots of other content, but I'm sure I am glad to get my hands back on some clippers and do some tutorials. All right, so now that the back's done, we'll comb the fringe down in the front. We're just gonna give him a straight, nice line all the way across. Not too boxy. He's gonna wear this really messy, so you guys will see the end result, but we're just gonna kind of clean it up where it's nice and full. And if you guys see that middle section is so heavy, I'm gonna pull that up and take that peak off, and that's gonna take away some of that weight. So you guys see it's extra long right there. We'll just clean that up and add it in, and it won't look as heavy in the middle. So we're gonna blow dry it. Throw a little Tomb45 indestructible clay in there, then we'll go in and do some color enhancement to finish it up. If you guys look, he doesn't have a real prominent vertical bar, so I'm going to section his hair. I'm going to get the bangs out of the way to where I can spray some color enhancement on that bar. We're not even really going to edge it up, it's so light. We'll actually spray some color to get a straight line and then come edge that up. So you guys see we're using the enhancement card. I got those available, of course, at Seancutshair.com down in the bottom left corner. If you guys haven't copped one yet, go grab one. I've been shipping them out. I appreciate everybody throughout this coronavirus shutdown. You guys have still been purchasing the cards, and it's really kept me on my feet. So I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget, if you guys use it, please tag me on Instagram. I'll repost it. I'll share it on my story. I really appreciate all you guys that have purchased one. And you guys can see how it works right here. So we'll use the straight edge to do his vertical bar. We'll use the inside corner to get his corner of his C-cup. And then we'll come in with the curve and spray the C-cup. And of course, guys, we're spraying the Tomb45 no drip. It is the black brown color, guys. I like to use the black brown. People ask me all the time. I use black brown on lighter skin and lighter hair color, and I use the onyx black on darker skin and absolute black hair color. So that gives you guys an idea. You can use the black brown on even blonde hair and light brown hair on people with really light skin, and it'll blend in. So, but there you go, guys. There's the finished product. My first haircut back. Please be easy on me. It definitely didn't come that easy, but I'm super stoked with the outcome. So glad to get my hands back on some clippers. Super awkward dealing with the mask, but we'll do what we got to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you like my new intro, outro, overlay, all that. You're about to see the outro. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Turn on that bell notification. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Appreciate it. Guys, make sure you click right here to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to see some more content, check out that video up there. If you guys want to see my newest upload, it's right here.